Hey, everybody. It's Tony George. We're live chat here on the Super Bowl 54. Kansas City taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Kansas City -1 on Thursday. And, of course, the total 54.5, liable to shoot up. Cheers to you. We're throwing out some Super Bowl props. You guys can jump on board. And, of course, post what you like on the right-hand side of the page here, and we'll go ahead and banter back and forth. You want to talk about the site in total, you can. Thanks for hey, Seth, how you doing, buddy? So I'll just let you go there. I've got a couple here I was looking at earlier today. Obviously, it's a big weekend here. A couple of quick tips here. You never, no matter if you like Kansas City or San Francisco, and it's kind of a coin flip game. Honestly, you all know I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I've been since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. My wife is a fanatical fan, but bear in mind I took Tennessee against them in the AFC Championship. So, hey, Rob, how you doing, buddy? And Omar, you won't be disappointed with that big college basketball pick today. Big 7-unit play today on a hell of a run. But nonetheless, no matter who you like, you never want to be betting. You know, if you like Kansas City, you start betting over on everything with Kansas City and leave San Francisco alone. You know, you want to spread these around, team props on both sides. A lot of people think the game's going to go slower than anticipated and lower scoring. Other people think it's going to be a shootout. So, nonetheless, your thoughts on that, let me know. Thank you, James, for following me daily. Doug Truex. Martin Truex's brother here is on the live chat today. Hey, Rob, what's going on? Hey, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Your best tell me who you guys like in terms of Kansas City, San Francisco. I can tell you I've talked to a lot of I talked to a lot of sharps out here and was out at Red Rock last night, spent the day 2 days ago talking to a lot of sharps and guys I hang around with out here. And the majority of them like San Francisco. Now, I don't know, and it's really not a West Coast bias. I think you're going to see a lot of San Fran money coming in. Thanks for coming into the chat. I'm leaning, James is leaning KC with a low-scoring game. I can see that. I can see both sides of the argument here when it comes to high and low-scoring game. I know there are a lot of guys. I saw some on video, competing websites, whatever, talking about, you know, this thing's going to get up to 58 points. It's not going to get up to 58. They're not going to let too many sharps that hit them. But UVA hoops. Yeah. You know what? UVA killed me the other night. 8-0 run to beat Florida State. And I had Florida State in that one. Only 2 losses in 7 days, and that was one of them. Damn it. You know, Virginia's not going to get by much longer scoring 55 points a game. It's just not going to happen deep into the season or the tournament. It's not going to happen. So you need to step up your scoring. But getting back to the Super Bowl, there you go. Omar's leaning Niners. Hey, I may have to put on my glasses and age myself. How about that? Oh, yeah, there we go. Leaning Niners. What's up, TG? Night Hunt. There you go. Don't bet us on. I'm not going to bet on UVA unless it's the under, pal. Huh. No, I do not like Minnesota +5 against Illinois. They're a terrible road team. We're talking Super Bowl props. We can keep it to that. Maryland at home tonight. Scott Spritzer and I just did a video. Check it out on this page. You can find out what I like in the Iowa-Maryland game. Scott and I are on opposite sides on that game, by the way. 49ers defense. Okay, somebody said that. Let me run this by you. Who did and had big numbers against the 49ers defense this year? Russell Wilson gave him fits, beat him once, almost beat him twice, ran all over the place on him, and Kyler Murray. And Mahomes is kind of out of the same cloth, which brings in, what do you think about Mahomes? Over It opened up at 28.5 with Mahomes rushing yards, and now it's up to 30.5. And one spot had him at 32. Red Rock had him at 32 last night. I think if Patrick Mahomes does not exceed that rushing total, the Niners will win. He likes to break contain. He can't stand in the pocket with these guys and compete. He's got to move around and throw the ball by time because the pass rush is good. First quarter, feeling each other out. Here's one I saw. Do both teams score in every quarter? I mean, a team. Does somebody score in every quarter? If you say yes, that's plus 400 out here. Hello. Think there'll be some scoring here. Yeah, who does owe me the Jim Beam, too? I forgot about you, brother. Hoop by night. Yeah, dude, you owe me the bottle of Beam. Get to meet me over at the Red Rock. I was there last night. Kay Chanette. Well, sweating out a Marquette overtime win, plus 1.5. Woo-hoo. Oh, how about that one? I had St. Bonnie's early, but that one there made me sweat. But yeah, you do owe me. National anthem, coin toss, don't talk to me. I'm only betting tangible items when it comes to this. Mahomes over 2.5 TD passes. Yes. UVA hoop. Tony need to pay. Okay. Feeling each other out. Second quarter, small surge, halftime adjustments. I believe that the most points scored in the second quarter is like plus 160, or most points scored in the third quarter is around plus 300, 325. Addressed to somebody here. First quarter, I do think they feel each other out, but I think both teams are going to go for broke. I think Garoppolo is going to throw the ball. What did he throw it 8 times to get in the last game? Definitely going to double that up. But they're going to continue to run Mostert. And by the way, there's a prop on Mostert, the running back for the 49ers, having the most. Who's going to have the most rushing yards in this game? If you take Mostert, he's minus 140. That's at Circa. I got that right here at Circa, right there. Minus 1. I'll put that up there so you can see it. Minus 140. Hello. Just purchased my 7-unit basketball play. Love the pick. Thank you. Got a big 7-unit tonight. Your big 7-unit play tonight. The line is moved. No more than 1.5 on that 7-unit play. Moves more than 1.5. I bet it now. I'm not putting out a 7-unit pick in college basketball. I think it's going to be a 1-point win over the spread. Put out a 7-unit on West Virginia minus 12 against Missouri. They won by 24. I expect blowouts when I put out a 7-unit pick. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, they're going to win by 5, but we're going to lay 4. It's going to be tight, but don't worry. No. Just FYI. I like that there will be an INT for a TD. 6 out of the last 11 have had a pick 6. True. A couple bets I always make. I think my wife's in the other room. I got my tickets sticking on the refrigerator. I did bet the safety. I bet the safety every year. I think it was a plus. I'll have to look. I always bet the safety. And let me tell you this, the overtime is like a plus 325. It's worth a $50 bet. This very well, of all the games I've seen the last couple of years, could be an overtime game. It might be that close down the wire. Just say a couple of long shots, I always throw in there, safety and overtime. Okay, both teams to score in all quarters, minus 150 and plus 145. Agree. Pick 6. You know, the thing about the pick 6 is both these quarterbacks are very careful with football, especially Mahomes. As much as he runs around and throws it even on the run, he really doesn't put it up for grabs very often. And Garoppolo doesn't either. I think if anybody's going to throw an interception, it'll be Garoppolo way before Mahomes. But, you know, Kansas City's defense has played a lot better. You got a healthy Jones. You got Tyrell Suggs in there. You got Honey Badger running around. The defense is playing better. Kansas City's defense played the best defense of any team in the NFL over the last 7 weeks. That's including San Fran. which is hard to believe. And Kansas City knocked off some big boys and played good defense. Baltimore, New England. Saying, do I think Colorado wins and covers tonight? I could only lay it. I couldn't take it in that game. An opinion on the Stanford game tonight, I don't have one. KC all day. Mahomes has faced number one defense in the NFL multiple times and shredded them. Chiefs win by 7+, and that is from Tyler McChiefs, 55. Gee, you don't have any bias there, do you, Tyler? Sound like my wife. No kidding. 49ers total rushing yards, over 137.5. What do you guys think? I think Mostert is set up around 80 yards over and under. I mean, I think both teams stick with their bread and butter. What got you here? Running the football, playing smash mouth defense for San Francisco. Now, do I think Shanahan's going to implement some passing? Kansas City's vulnerable over the middle a little bit, especially in the middle of the field in that 15 to 20-yard range. Inside 15 to 10 yards in that range, drag routes over the middle and slants. They are susceptible. And I'll think they'll move the chains here and there doing that. I don't think they're going to run the whole time because they know Kansas City's going to set up for it. Kansas City's not going to change anything. They're going to do what they've been doing all year long until somebody stops them. That's my opinion. I think 49ers total rushing yards. That's close. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you want to do some long shots on some MVPs, I bet Mostert, I bet Kelsey, and I bet Hill. I left Garoppolo and Mahomes alone for MVP. But I threw out $50 each, and they're all getting like plus 2,000, plus 2,500. Just FYI. First TD score, jersey number. Ooh, I don't know about that one. San Fran is going to lock up Mahomes. Okay. Any good picks today? Watch today's video. I gave you a great pick in college basketball. Free pick video, and then there's two others from Spicer and myself, and we have more free prop bets coming in a prop bet video today. We're going to post up a little later today. Our production crew's putting that up as we speak. Scott Spicer and I tape videos every either Tuesday or Wednesday or Tuesday. So be sure to check those out. Good picks. My free pick today was Gonzaga. 104 to 54 last time they played Santa Clara 2 weeks ago. They're laying 16. Last time I checked, Santa Clara does not have a dominant home floor. That's not Cameron Indoor Arena, FYI. Fumbles lost over 1.5 at plus 200. Possible. Worth the stretch at plus 200 for a small bet. Clippers might destroy the Kings tonight. Largest touchdown under 47.5 yards. I would say that's a decent bet at $1 plus the juice. Raptors minus. You need my opinion on a parlay, please. Raptors minus 10 in the under. I just can't do a parlay, buddy. NBA is too unpredictable. Yeah, I'm good in the NBA until the last 2 weeks, by the way. I stuck up the joint. One last night, had the Spurs and Utah over. I'm on the Denver-Utah game tonight for my premium pick. I'm not sleeping on San Francisco's defense, UVA hoops. I'm not sleeping on them. I know they're good. Mahomes has faced good defenses all year long and shredded them. And they're suspect to a mobile quarterback. Look at Kyler Murphy. Look at Kyler Murray's numbers, and look what Wilson did to him. Now, is Patrick Mahomes Russell Wilson? No. He's of the same mold. There you go. Obviously, UVA Hoops is big on San Francisco. Good for you. I haven't given out a side or a total. I won't here. It's on my card out at 5 today. More passing yards the second half. Jimmy G's passing yards, by the way, are, let me double check that. I think it may have went up. Hang on, boys. 240 and a half. Under for Garoppolo. Mahomes MVP plus 110. If you think Kansas City's going to win, he's probably going to be the MVP unless Hill has 8 receptions for $180 and 4 touchdowns. It could happen. Jimmy G, more passing yards second half. Yeah, especially if they're playing from behind. I agree. Don't know what the number is on that, but Garoppolo's rushing yards, 3.5. I'd say I'd go over on that. Minus 115. All you got to do is the pocket collapse. He runs forward for 5 or 6 yards. Easy money. By the way, I saw another prop bet. Is the first kickoff a touchback? If it's yes, it's minus 140. Yeah. 2 good kickers in this game. Great special teams for both guys, by the way. Great kickers. Great coaches. Playmakers all over the field. This is going to be an epic Super Bowl. I don't think we're going to see a 17-14 ball game. I don't know if we're going to see 38-27 or 35-35 at the end of regulation and 38-35 winner. Very well could be. I'd lean towards that scenario than I would 17-14 type ball game. Chiefs total touchdowns over 3.5 plus 150. Yes. Nice call there, by the way. Let me go through some of these. Yep. What Washington and Arizona game. I tell you, that's too close to. We did a video on it. I thought they'd be getting at least 4 or 5. They're only getting 3. I'd leave that alone, pal. You know, if anything, I'd just leave it alone. I'm leaving that again. I'm leaving that longest touchdown under 47.5 yards. Yes, that's pretty good. Okay. Clippers destroy the Kings tonight. Yes. Here we go. Mattress Mac dropped $1 million on Niners money line. Yes, he did. Yeah, Santa Clara. You know, Santa Clara is a good basketball team. We're kind of sticking to Super Bowl props here, but Santa Clara is a good basketball team, but Gonzaga is just head and shoulders above them. You don't beat somebody by 50 and 2 weeks later go beat them by 3. They just don't have. They just can't match up. They don't have the depth. Mahomes' longest rush over 11.5 minus 115. Boom. Yes, there you go. By the way, here's a prop for you. Damian Williams for Kansas City, under 54.5 yards rushing. Take the under. Mattress Mac at it again, betting millions. And every time, what he bet? He bet, he doesn't like Kansas City. He bet $1 million on Tennessee on the money line, didn't he? Out here or somewhere, New York, wherever they got the money down at. Doug Truex, by the way, I know you're not Martin Truex's brother. Either team to score 3 unanswered, no, at plus 175. I agree. This is not, if Kansas City goes down 24-0, 17-7, like they did in their first 2 games, and just flipped the switch and just went haywire nuts. That's okay against Tennessee and Houston. It's not going to work against San Francisco. That's a good bet. Yep. Yeah. If Mahomes and Tyler, if Mahomes does not have over 32.5 yards, they're probably not going to win. He's got to run the ball, move the chains. keep that defense back on its heels. If they can set in and tee off on them, it's going to be a long day. Tell you that right now. New Jersey in the house just to see. What's up? Jersey boy in the house. Out there in the land of legal sports betting. Yeah. I was just out there in your neck of the Meadowlands, matter of fact. Blink 3 times if I think Toronto. Hang on. I'm going to go look at my power rating on that game. This guy keeps hitting me up about the Raptors. Bear with me here. All right. I don't like laying more than 7 points in the NBA. I can tell you that right now, no matter what the case is. Bear this in mind when it comes to the NBA, and we'll get back to Super Bowl. Anybody wearing an NBA uniform is a frickin' baller. Big time. Just dangerous laying that many points. I got them at 13 points better on the power rating. And they are on the road, but I don't know about Cleveland having a great I can only lay it. I couldn't take it, brother. Just saying. All right, let's get back down here. Like Chiefs money line and under 55. All right, yeah, it's moved up now. Receptions over 4.5 plus 110 for Deebo Samuel. Now 3 or 4. I don't see him getting 5. There we go, Rob. Another Jersey boy in the house. Had a good time in Jersey, man. Went to Meadowlands, the Bet on America conference, and did a little run around in New York City. Had a good time. Like Jersey. Hate the traffic. Girls are a little aggressive in Jersey, too. Got to be careful. And, of course, The Housewives of New Jersey is my favorite reality show. I will have to admit that. That's one show my wife and I watch together. I love drama from those chicks. Crazy bitches. Love it. Delaware, yes, you did. Okay. Over on Kelsey receiving yards. Okay. 75.5 is the number I have. Just about right. Yeah. I think Kelsey and Kittles are both going to have huge games. 6 receptions each at least. Kelsey's receptions are at 6.5. I'd go over that before I go over the yards. Kelsey's going to be a big target in the red zone for him. Chiefs money line under 55. Jersey 2. Delaware. No, not much value on the NBA schedule tonight. I really like the Utah-Denver game. That's the only one I like. Laying 10. The thing about laying 10 points is Toronto might be way up on Cleveland tonight, for instance, laying 10.5 right now, 11. NBA teams get complacent in the second half. There's backdoor covers all over the place when you're looking at double digits. And if you want to lay double digits tonight, maybe the Clippers over the Warriors. I'd rather do that than because Cleveland can put up points. FYI. I see value on the under and the over. I really can't give that away because it's part of my package. I would be pissing off a lot of premium clients and guys on my football package if I just started giving away what I think, in terms of the site and total in this game because they paid for it. But there's arguments to be made both ways. I don't see a 2013, 2017 ball game here. I don't see a 38-35 ball game either, somewhere in between. That's the best lead I can give you guys. There you go. We'll play the Zags tonight. Just a little bit on Zaga. If I didn't have a 7-unit pick on a triple header tonight, I would have put them on a card as a 4-pack. I like Zaga. They'll kill them. Any thoughts on no score before 7 minutes? Yeah, I don't think you're going to see any scores unless somebody runs back a kickoff or a punt. I think it's going to be a while before they start putting points up on the board. Late first quarter, early second, that sort of thing. Okay, Justice C, Hudson County. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate all you guys tuning in today. Appreciate you following me here. Try and give you some great free picks. You know, we take them seriously here, and appreciate all you guys following me. It's a very tough racket, you know, to win consistently betting sports in any sport. And so that being said, you know, we try the best we can with these free plays. We've hit 60% over the last 2.5 years here for you. Lost a couple here last couple of days, but before that, we were on a nice run. And a couple of weeks before that, we were on a 13-3 run with the freebie. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following me. I really appreciate it. Okay, there we go. What's up? Another New Jersey. A lot of New Jersey in the house, man. What's going on? Take the under if it gets up to 56.5. Or tease it down and take the over. First TD Niners, TD run. Oh, first TD for the Niners, TD run, plus 500, bank it. Yeah. 56.5. I just can't comment on the total because that's my biggest pick on the card. I just can't do it. Mattress Mac will never learn. Yeah. No score for the first 5, 6, or 7 minutes. All separate bets, probably. I mean, I would only bet no. I think there's going to be a feeling out process here. You know, a lot of jacked up adrenaline. You know, guys flying around. You know, Pennsylvania, Tom Hart. Thanks for tuning in, baby. Pennsylvania in the house. Beautiful state on the beautiful drive through Pennsylvania on the turnpike. I've done it. Gorgeous, gorgeous state. Love it. Docs is the best honest capper. Well, Antonio, we appreciate you saying that. I keep it real. Nobody over there says anything outlandish, or Wade, the owner of Docs, comes down on them. Thoughts on the Pac-12 tonight? I have a video on a Pac-12 game tonight. Check it out. Minnesota in the house. Sorry about your Vikes, man. Okay. What else did I have here? I had Kelsey over 6.5 receptions at plus 115. Garoppolo under 204.5 passing yards. That's a couple I had there. Love the Mo Valley. It's a moneymaker. Antonio, I agree with you. Our free play last night didn't make it, but I do a lot of work in the Mo Valley, as you well know if you follow me. First quarter total points under 14.5. Yeah, you might see double digits there, but that hook on the 14 is crucial. Punts under 7. Punts under 7.5. I can see that. I can see that. Naperville, Illinois. Boom. Home of Nalco Chemical Company, right? Isn't that right? Out by Aurora, suburb of Chicago. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Ryan. I don't like Utah on the road catching any points right now. USC is a good basketball team. My favorite prop from Nuno. On the field goals, cheers from the other side of the Atlantic. Thanks for tuning in. Over 1.5 field goals for goal. Yep. Not a bad pick. Kansas City defense playing better. They're going to be tough in the red zone. You know, and San Francisco likes to run it in the red zone. So it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. Greg, thanks for tuning in. No problem, buddy. Longest TD over. 47.5 yards. I don't know. Tyreek Hill could do it. I mean, Mahomes could dump it out the hill on the flat, and he breaks one tackle on contain, and he's gone. And he could dump it to him on the 20-yard line and go 80. I mean, Kansas City's got a bunch of speedsters here, and if they could break a tackle, that very well could go over. And on the other side of the coin, Kansas City secondary is average at best. And if somebody gets behind Sorensen playing safety back there for Kansas City, they're liable to take it to the house. Just saying. Another New Jersey in the house. Lou. Got a lot of New Jersey in the house. Have I ever been to Delaware? No. Murray State laying too many points tonight. I looked at that game, actually. I do some Ohio Valley picking. They should kill them, but I'm just not laying big points in college basketball right now. It's too dangerous. Got to be careful, unless it's just a total clear mismatch. Gonzaga comes to mind tonight. Total mismatch. It's already been proven. They beat them by 50 2 weeks ago. Murray State, capable of doing a lot of things, but do I have a bet coin what? No, I don't bet on the coin toss. First 50 yards, Samuel versus Hill. I think I saw Hill like at minus 140 or something. That's not a bad bet. Shortest TD under 1.5 yards. By the way, Nuno is from across the Atlantic. Thanks for tuning in, baby. Appreciate that. Guy look like shit in these things. Anyway, not a bad. I don't know. Under 1.5 yards, I would probably go over 1.5 yards. Maybe throw it a 1 foot line. Yeah, you could, because that's exactly what both teams would do on the 1.5 yard line is run it. Or Kittle or Kelsey come into play. Then you're going to be pissed. Kelsey over 77 receiving yards, minus 115. Well, if he doesn't have over 77 receiving yards and 6 receptions, and Mahomes doesn't have over 30 yards rushing, I don't think Kansas City's going to win the game. So if you're leaning Kansas City, you're going to bet that. If you're leaning San Francisco, you want to bet against that. Do you think the president will be there for a Super Bowl prop bet? I don't know. He went to the national title game. I haven't heard. Where's that? Miami? He's got his place down in Boca. Yeah. What is that? The Trump, whatever that is in Boca Raton. Good value picks for MVP. I always take long shots. Let me look at some of these. Where were those at? Let me get those. MVP. I'll run through these. Mahomes, this about plus 110. Damian Williams, plus 1,300. Thompson for running back. No. Hill, plus 2,000. 2,500. Watkins, plus 5,000. Hardman, speedster. That dude's a stud. Plus 10,000. Robinson, plus 20,000. Another speedster. Kelsey, plus 2,000 up to 2,500 now. Those are long shots. You want to bet them. Garoppolo, plus 370. Mossert, plus 800. Not bad money on him if he has a big day and wins the game for him. Coleman, probably not going to play. Breida, running back, plus 15,000. Samuel, plus 2,500. Emmanuel Sanders, plus 5,000. Might be worth a shot. Kittle, plus 1,500. Might be worth a shot. Put $20 on each. Let's go. Yeah, if you're seeing that over and under in the first quarter did drop off 14.5. I'm thinking if he's telling me he bet it, it was 14.5. That was a good bet. 10's about right. New Jersey, best beaches and boardwalk. Yeah, New Jersey's a nice state. Yeah, going through some of these comments here so I can see you guys. Vegas is a nice place to retire, bro. I'm not going to Jersey to retire. I'm going to be in Vegas. Sun, bikinis, gambling, everything's legal. Oh, no state income tax. Did I mention sports betting? I live 2 minutes from a sports book, plus all the apps. Love it. Just saying. Pass interference call in the end zone, and it puts the ball on the 1 yard line. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Miguel, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate it. Benjamin, value picks. You're going to, as I just gave you the long shots, those are value picks in terms of betting $20 and getting plus 2,500. Arizona wins tonight. I kind of leaned that way in that video with Scott. Thought that'd be 4 or 5. It's only 3. I would lean Arizona versus Washington. Just until they get their offense going, I'm not doing anything. Under 780 total yards combined. Interesting. What's the number on that? Is it Yog? What's the number on that? Well, that's what I'm hoping for. What about Mahomes' run yards or sack allowed? Mahomes might run for his life or get sacked. Well, yeah. They're going to roll him around and move him around. That's his MO. That's what he does. Matter of fact, Mahomes throws better on the run than he does standing in the pocket. He's not a true pocket passer. You know, he likes to run around. And that's the thing about one thing you talk about, San Francisco's defense. I get it. I'm not undervaluing them at all. But it is very difficult even for Richard Sherman to cover Tyreek Hill for an extended amount of time if Mahomes is running around buying time. Because then you got to worry about those backs coming back up just in case Mahomes takes off and run it like he did against Tennessee for 36 yards for a touchdown. So, yeah, that's why I like Mahomes rushing yards over, because he's going to be escaping some heavy pressure. He's going to see 5- and 6-man fronts here. You know, just saying. 780 total combined yards. I'd probably go under. Roughing the passer, yes. 120, first accepted penalty holding, plus 260. I don't like that because I think somebody's going to jump off sides or legal procedure first just because they're nervous and this, that, or the other. UVA hoops, okay. You like USC tonight. Mahomes will look human this game. It's always a first. Nevada Maverick. What's up, Tony? Well, what's up, Nevada Maverick? Thanks for stopping in. MVP if Chiefs win, it will be Mahomes. I agree. But there's an outside chance that maybe Mahomes only throws for 235 or 240. But Kelsey has 8 receptions and 3 touchdowns for $180, or $120. I'm just saying, or Hill. That's why I'm saying I think San Francisco's running backs odds-on favorite to win it if they, in fact, him or Garoppolo, maybe Kittle. There's 3 there. Hill, Kelsey, Mahomes on the other side. Those are the bets. Will everybody get Reed's back if he wins the Super Bowl? Well, yeah. I still think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's only 61 years old. I know he looks 70. But at the end of the day, he's going to coach 4 or 5 more years there. They love him there. Management loves him there. And he's going to have Mahomes signed to a long-term deal. You're not going to let that go because his legacy could be 2 or 3 Super Bowls with Mahomes over the next 5 or 6 years. And a lot of AFC West titles and a couple AFC West championships in there. Reed's not going anywhere. And he's already 6 all-time wins. Yeah, Iowa +6 is a good bet. That was my free lean in that video. Spicer thinks Maryland's going to win by 7 or 8. And he's entitled to his opinion. I respectfully disagree because Maryland's offense is in the freaking tank. And Iowa can score, and Garza is a freaking stud. I know Jalen Smith's good over there at Maryland, but Iowa is just – look, they just beat what? Wisconsin, Rutgers, and Michigan or Ohio State 3 in a row. Studs. Beat them all convincingly. Ohio loves me. I love Ohio. I used to interview Frank Solich when he was a coach at Nebraska for years on local ESPN radio, and we sent Frankie Boy out to Athens to coach your Bobcats. I think he's done pretty good there. And we sent you Bo Pelini back too. You could have him. He's down at LSU now, by the way. Has a kicker ever won the MVP? I don't think so. Vinatieri could have. Do you think the total goes up more? Yes, I do. I think it'll close around 56. Tie after 0-0, yes. Huh. Thank you, Cahill. Appreciate that. Thank you on the college basketball run. I don't get too high or too low with big streaks because I know this business is very difficult to maintain a 78% win rate over a 16-day period or 8-day period or whatever it is. But it come down to average sooner or later. Fade, Maryland, big games. Yep. What's up, TG? Hey, Keith, how you doing? Through 3 units on it. Okay. Oh, okay. You bought a weekly package for the NBA. I've been sucking, so you got big balls. We're doing better. Won last night. Think we got a winner tonight. It's going to be low volume in that NBA. We went on a huge run, and now we went the other way. And top priority of mine. Thanks for investing. We're working hard on that NBA, brother. Trust me. Why do sharps continue to bet against Baylor and Nova? They are covering machines. I don't know, Tyler. I couldn't tell you. Okay. I wouldn't bet Iowa on the money line, not on the road. I take the points though. Thanks. Is that awesomeness? Okay, awesomeness. Thanks, man. Will Mac ever change their schedules? It's not playing during the week instead of playing. No, they won't, because that highlights their conference and they get big money for doing that. Where else is the MAC conference going to get big money? Yep, there you go. Stanford, Arky State, Liberty over 119. I didn't look at that Liberty game. So anyway, a couple others here I circled, and I'll let you guys get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. What do you think about this Deebo Samuel, what do you think about Kittle receiving yards, 73.5? Over, under. What do you guys think about that? You think Kittle's going to be a big part of this? You think they're going to get off the run, throw more than 8 times, do some possession receiver, controlled drag routes over the middle, putting Kittle up against Kansas City's linebackers, which a little bit of a mismatch. I think he's probably going to have more yards than any of their receivers. What do you think? You slide that down. Under. Oh. Over, okay. There you go. Yeah, you're right. 73.5 yards is sharp. Under, thanks for having us. Deborah, female in the house. Thanks for tuning in, Deborah. They will key on Kittle. They will. They'll probably get a linebacker matched up with him as often as possible. I don't know about double teaming. They got a bunch of guys running around that can make plays. And one thing about Kansas City is got to contain the corners too, because those running backs can catch passes out of the backfield and get some yards. Kittle under 27.5 longest catch. I think he averages like 11 yards. Scott Spreitzer talked about that yesterday on the video. Frankie likes Illinois tonight. A lot of guys like Iowa. I leaned Iowa. That was a free pick video, but no. Illinois. Oh, against Minnesota. My bad. Gotcha. Yeah, Minnesota's a horrible road team. Illinois is playing good basketball right now, man. They got a good coach and a good team. Take notice, Big Ten. Yeah, if you overlook them for 1 second, you're going to get beat. Mahomes under 31.5 rushing yards. Well, Andrew, if you're right, Kansas City won't win, in my opinion. If I see Kansas City winning this game 27-24 and Mahomes had 8 yards, I'll be shocked. Just saying. There was also a Mahomes. Oh, yeah. One other one I wanted to give you. Will Patrick Mahomes score a touchdown not throwing? Yes, it's plus 40. I'd say, yeah. Easily could run around in the red zone on the 5 or 6 yard line and not have anybody open and run it in. That's worth the stretch. At plus 140, give me $140 on that. As a matter of fact, I bet $500 on that. I did. No, I don't like betting parlays, Greg. Only teasers and only usually in football. The only time I'll do a parlay, I'll usually throw 1 or 2 together in March Madness, just for craps and giggles. Nothing serious. 5-teamer, $50. Usually the opening round, day 1. I've hit them a couple years in a row, which were nice payouts, but they're hard to hit. Any more than 3-teamers, you might as well just give it up. Over 238 passing yards for Garoppolo. I don't think so. That's my opinion. Just saying. Yeah. Under. Illinois is legit. Yeah. Everybody likes Illinois tonight. Yeah, I know what his average is in the regular season. This isn't the regular season, Andrew. Look what he did against Tennessee. I'm just saying, if he doesn't run the ball, Kansas City's recipe for success in here is limited. And Russell Wilson and Murray, both who are dual threat quarterbacks, ran all over San Francisco, especially 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6. Hot receiver wasn't there, took off running. He could chip away at that number. Yeah, rushing TD for Mahomes. I agree. Plus 140. Yeah, Kansas State can't hire a good coach. I don't know why they can't get rid of him. We understand this isn't the Tennessee Titans, but they're also going to be busy covering a lot of speedsters. Hey, you're arguing. You like the under, I like the over. That's all right, brother. But I bet them over at 28.5. Now it's up to 30, 31, 32 out here. I understand their defense is serious. Best defense in the NFL last 7 weeks, Kansas City Chiefs. They're serious too. And they got they got Clark, they got Jones back, who's a stud, Terrell Suggs. Been around the block. By the way, you think Terrell Suggs knows how San Francisco operates? He was playing for Arizona when he played them this year. But he provided a little intel to Spagnuolo and the defensive coaching staff. Hello. Okay. I did fade Andy Reid in the big game, Keith. I did fade him in the big game. I went 2-1 in the AFC and NFC championship. I had a 7-unit pick on San Francisco. I had a teaser where I teased Kansas City down, And San Francisco down for 4 units, hit that, 7 units on San Fran. And I had, I believe, a 3-unit pick only on Tennessee plus 7.5. So I did fade Andy Reid in that game. And that's the only reason I took Tennessee, because I thought Andy Reid would do something stupid like sit on a lead and this, that, and the other. But he's not doing that this year. He's got the horses to just keep going, and he does. Kansas City wins by 10 or more. Okay, Tom. Yep, all right. Greenwald under 5 tackles, 110. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Andrew. Just taking a piss over a fence post, baby, drinking a, in this case, lemonade. Having some fun, baby. Yeah, Thornhill, big hit for Kansas City, man. That sucks. That does suck. Well, boys, we're going to wrap this up. It has been 51 minutes. We appreciate you tuning in. Throw out your props. Oh, wait a second here. Yeah. They ended up coming back. Andy Reid is not going to choke. He's not going to choke in this one. He might get out coached, but he's not going to sit on a lead. It's too dangerous to do so. They'll be wide open. They'll throw out the rule book on this one. Both teams will. 2 really good football teams, a very tight spread. So you know, on side and total, if this was on a regular season Sunday, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I'd sit back and watch it. 2 really good teams, 2 really good coaching staffs, bunch of star players, league MVP, returning league MVP at quarterback in the biggest game of the year, couple of the best tight ends in football, bunch of killer wide receivers everywhere, special teams units, well coached. Just one hell of a football game to watch and not really to bet, but it is the Super Bowl, so you're going to pick, basically a pick 'em. Pick who you like. You think it's going to be low scoring, defense is going to dominate. If not, offense is dominating, it's over. If the defense is, it's under. It's one of those games. The value lies in the prop bets, and I got a bunch of them going for you. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to sign off now. It is, Keith, one of the toughest Super Bowls I've had to pick in a while. And we'll see what happens. And we'll do some more live chat shows down the road, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Have a great Super Bowl weekend. Have videos for you. Come over and see us over at Doc Sports. We always got a free $60 for anybody who's not a member. Be sure and sign up. Got guaranteed packages over there. And thanks for tuning in, brother and sisters.